It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll watch Jonathan Mingo. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. When you look at this Saints defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They overloaded that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they're responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. He gets this complete to Shaheed.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The Saints at 14-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave.
And it's 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
DJ Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Young. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Young.
That pass complete to Moore.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
3rd and long for Young. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reed Blankenship. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Looking to throw, Young. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
3rd and 3. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That time it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
Maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Young. Throw left side complete. That's more.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To the air once more, Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Young to throw it. That's complete right around the end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we've come upon...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
33 yards.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Young now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a 4-yard to go. Here's a give up the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, Young. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing the goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And Young's throw there incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And this will wind up with Saints first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Back to throw again. Olave holds it in. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion runs up 4.
So maybe not a knockout there, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to sort one away in the field.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Off the play fake, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Young to throw it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, He's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so... to the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Young.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and they feel like they're playing a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
From a couple yards deep.
And now the rookie's free. Past midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
D.J. Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers about ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now Young.
Open man is Mingo. Complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Young.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw, Young.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
So now Young and the Panthers
down by 10. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Young to throw.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Young.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now Young.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now here's Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. 3rd and long for Young.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
One last shot for Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. And they come with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,